Shalom, family. So you do understand, you know and understand that churches are gone. They're gone. They're finished. They're through. And there was something that the Most High had me speak during a class. And that was, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing that people are still in these churches. This is what came out. You will find anything, any and everything you can find in the church now. The men are saying and doing any and everything. No longer are we surprised at what they do and what they say. And a lot of people are not really concerned. They don't care. They're like, well, I don't have anything to do with those wicked churches. But don't you know when they commit wickedness, it's just like the gays and homosexual. It affects you, especially if you're in Babylon, whatever country you in, whatever wickedness goes on in your land. It affects you and your family. You can't go into your homes and say, well, we okay. We don't have nothing to do with that. No, it affects you. And it's going to cause you to die an early death. This is what the scripture says about Abraham. He could have lived longer if it wasn't for the wicked men that were around at that time. Wickedness gets in the atmosphere and it causes diseases, sicknesses, and death. Premature death. All right, so we have Jamal Bryant, and he wants to grow, farm, sell weed, marijuana at the church. This is what he wants to do. And I want you to hear what he says. You'll hear it out of his own mouth. This is an interview he's already done. You hear it out of his own mouth. He's not playing. He is serious. And he wants to grow weed.
Their thought process.
Yeah, because I'm mindful that I'm not after Christians. I'm after people who don't go to church. And a lot of churches are just recycling people from other churches. That's not who I'm after. I'm looking for people that smell like weed. I'm at a place, Rashawn. Really, New Birth is the largest land-owning black church in America.
Wow.
And so my position to my deacons is, why aren't we not raising cannabis? I'll be able to bring in black males. They're able to do it legally. I'm teaching them farming.
Oh, my God.
I'm helping them to enhance the ecosystem. This is the kind of conversation. So if the guy, black boy in Bankhead said, they growing weed at the church, where do I join?
Yes.
I don't need no pamphlet for him. You know?
Right.
He coming in. And that's the group that I'm going after. Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's the group I'm going after. All right, so, okay. Unfortunately, people are still in the churches. They're lost. They're gone. Unfortunately, people are still in the camps. They're gone. They're lost. They're sheep that's prepared for the slaughter. So let's focus in on him for a moment here. And you notice this man, of course, he's been pastoring for years, and people, how can I say this? People believe people believe the teaching that he's teaching, basically. And when preachers start saying crazy stuff, they will stay under him. If you check his ministry, you check his church out, church people still there. Although he said, I don't want church people. This is what you have to pay attention to. He's a wolf, and he will throw his people under the bus quickly. Why he doesn't want church people? This is what he wanted all of his life. The money of the church people, the money of the people in his church, the money of people that come from other churches. He said they're just recycling, churches recycling members. Christians. I don't want Christians. I want the one that smells like weed. So basically, he's saying, Christians, you guys, your tithes and offering, it's not enough money. The people that are on drugs, weed specifically, they're paying much more money. And he's right. He's a businessman. He's right. Those tithes and offering is mediocre compared to what he can get from this weed. Now notice, he wants to do it legally. He lives in Georgia. This church is in Georgia. It's legal. Nothing wrong with it, family. Welcome to the belly of the beast of Babylon, where you can commit all types of iniquity and it's legal. Before the purge even gets here, it's legal. Now, another point, he finally, he's ready to put real seed in the ground. Because in the scripture, it teaches seed time and harvest. They took that and twisted and made that money, tithes and offering. They called that the seed. A seed comes from a fruit. This is what a seed is. It's inside the apple. It's inside the pear. You take this seed and plant it in the ground. If you want to plant monopoly money in the ground, don't expect anything to come up. Nothing. So how is it they can just throw their people under the bus? How is it his people still don't understand? They still don't get it. Now, another point. You see, we have people that say they in the truth. We have people that say they in the Torah. We have people that say they commandment keepers, and they don't claim to be Christians. And they agree with this man. They want to smoke weed. I don't mean to laugh, but this stuff is laughable. You're in league with these people. Go to his church and you can smoke your weed. You can have your marijuana. You can have it now. You see, you're not in covenant with the Most High. This man definitely ain't in covenant with the Most High. We all know this. He knows this. He in covenant with making money. And whoever, if there's another group of people that will pay more money than those that smell like weed, he will kick the weed people to the curb, throw them under the bus, run over them. He doesn't care about people. He cares about padding his pocket. You would never think the day will come when you will hear a preacher that literally say, I don't care about people in my church. I don't want them. They're not who I want. The Most High has nothing to do with this. Anyone connected to, anyone associated with, no one understands. Most High has nothing to do with this. And there will be a judgment. Now, I have to also mention, the Most High, he promised us when we get kicked into those other countries that he would be a small shelter for a remnant. He will be a small shelter while they're in the lands of their captivity. But when he visit them, captivity is over, his people leave, and the shelter is gone. Our people don't understand. They're sitting right there in the belly of the beast. They don't understand the shelter's gone. So while the shelter is gone, any and everything will happen in the churches. Any and everything will happen in any groups. We have to understand, honestly, we have to understand, if we don't have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, we're going to be lost. And one must understand when they have been deceived. Because see, there's people that are shining light, and these people are letting people know when you're deceived. We put up videos about being in a cult. How do you know you're in a cult? Go through all. We go through everything that shows, that identifies when you're in a cult or not. List them all. Do you fit any of these? Our people fit everything that's on the list. Our people fitting all of them. They still can't open their eyes and see. They still telling people they're in the truth. So know and understand the shelter's gone. See, the teachers, the Babylonian teachers in Babylon, they can't teach the shelter is gone. We're on our own now. You're seriously on your own. You see, when Noah got in that boat, Noah and his family, let me rephrase that. When Noah and his family got in that boat, everybody was on their own. Shelter was gone. Protection gone. Game. They were game for the Most High. When Lot went out of Sodom and Gomorrah, listen, the shelter was gone. That which held the Most High hands back for destruction, it was gone. Lot and his daughters and his wife went out, and the shelter was gone. Here we go today. You have a remnant leaving countries, coming within the borders. Shelter gone. When the shelter's gone, here comes judgment. Our people sitting there knowing the shelter gone, and actually they don't fear the Most High, and they don't care what's coming. The Christians say they ready for it to hurry up and get it over with. I hope he hurry up and get it over with. Whatever's gonna happen, let it happen. They're tired of the build up. It has to be built up. So when it happens, no one can say, I didn't know this was coming. I had no idea destruction was coming. Because we've been yelling it from the rooftop. Christians understand judgment. Christians saying judgment coming to America. You know, they got their way of escape, being raptured out. But they're teaching judgment coming to America. Who doesn't know? Those that don't go to church, those that's not in Torah, they see the wickedness. When the wickedness gets so bad, where people that don't study scripture see the wickedness, and they say this is not right, this is wrong. You got these men dressed like women running around the country, going around to the cities, dressing, men, drag queens dressing as women, reading books, going to the libraries, reading books to little boys and girls. They after the kids hard. And they getting them too. That's the part you don't see. They after them and they're getting them. No one understands. Your shelter is gone in these lands. And so, yeah, men will come out. Men and women will come out like this man talking about growing weed at the church so that he can make more money. If this doesn't show people he's after nothing but money, nothing will. Nothing. See, there is nothing he can do in this church, and the people will see what he's doing because they're gone. And when you're gone, you just can't see. So any and everything going on in the churches right now. Shalom.